Hi everybody, it's Eden. This week we were learning about ethos or speaker credibility. Um, there are four components of ethos, which are character, competence, caring, and charisma. Um, in this week's assignment, we had to choose one of the videos and determine if the speaker had speaker ethos or speaker credibility. I chose The Art of Asking by Amanda. Um, with this speech, there were a few things that I enjoyed about it. But when it comes to the four components of ethos, um, I think the speaker was able to achieve credibility when speaking about the topic of asking. Um, so just to break it down into the four components and how I think she was able to portray them, um, I think she showed competence by establishing that she graduated with a degree in performing arts, which played a huge role in her topic. So she was credible in the fact that, she knew about audiences, she knew how she had to cater to them, um, and how to get messages across. She also allowed the audience to see her accomplishments and her life experiences with asking, whether that be asking for help um, or asking the crowd to catch her. Um, then when it came to character, I think her opening up about her hardships, like couch surfing, which is usually looked down upon, asking for food, and asking for certain things. Asking in our society is almost frowned upon. Um, we're always afraid that we come across as needy or that we don't deserve the things that we're asking for, or that it's like an unfair exchange. Um, but I think um, the biggest goal with character is, you know, honesty and being genuine. And I think her sharing those hardships about her life and how she handled them really, character really came across um, well. Um, she also wasn't afraid to share those experiences and to really let people see into her life, which was fantastic. She also showed that she cared about the audience with a lot of eye contact. I noticed her body language was very inclusive to the audience. She used her whole stage. She made sure she was going around to each section of the room and making eye contact with different people, really pulling in the entire audience and making them feel like, I don't know if they were cared about or more so actively involved. She also kind of brought her street performance to the stage when she stood up on that box with the fabric draped over her and more of a theatrical makeup, um, and showed them exactly what she did, almost making them feel like they were a part of it, especially at the end when she came down and handed the flower to the audience, um, almost a way to say, I see you and thank you for letting me share this experience and share this message with all of you. Um, when it came to caring about the audience specifically, she showed an example of her naked getting drawn on by her fans, and she actually apologized to the audience for it being a more NSFW picture. She took into consideration that not all of her audience would be super comfortable seeing that, but she kept it in. She apologized and she kept it in because I think it did contribute to the overall message that she was trying to portray. Um, and then the entire speech was just filled with charisma, I think, down to the makeup, the clothing, the presentation, the performance art on stage when she started, a little bit of the performance at the end with the flower, and she always seemed enthusiastic about what she was talking about. And even if it wasn't, great things, or if it was good things, she even shared like emotional things that happened to her, things that touched her very deeply. And I think that showed a lot of dynamics in her speech. At the end, I almost think that this was persuasive. I wanted to say entertaining, like an entertainment speech, but I think her goal was to shift the audience's way of thinking and their attitudes towards asking for help. And I think she achieved that. So at the end of the day, I think she did a fantastic job of portraying credibility and ethos to her audience. All right. Thank you. Bye.